Hi, I'm Jessica Lee. I am the secret psychic, also known as intuitive Jessica Lee. And I've been working on these horoscopes. It's basically like astrology minus the chart. I use various oracle decks. I have so many. I got all these cards. And I focus. I focus on each zodiac sign and for the specific month ahead. So I'm going to be reading what I've written out for the Taurus sign right now for March 2026. So what we got here, we shuffled from the Feelings Oracle, and as I did, Protect Your Feelings was the first and only card to jump out. So this is already looking like a call for you to brace yourself this March, my loves. The next card that came out, all came out in one stack. There were 5 of them. We had creativity, intuition, worry, forgive, and slow down. I also wrote that it's worth noting the number 5 is the number of changes. So things may be transitioning at this time. They're painting a picture, though, for me that honestly made me want to warn you or say someone may be trying. They're trying or they're seeking out to take advantage of you. And you may be wearing rose-colored glasses, so you may not be able to see it or just seeing too much of, I used to be like that. I always wanted to see the best in everybody. Everybody's just a unique, wonderful soul here. We're all here wanting to be loved and be loved, but it's not so simple, is it? The longer you walk the earth, those rose-colored glasses do eventually crack and break. But for many Tauruses, you still have them on right now, especially when it comes to certain people that are near you. What we're seeing is you'll have your feelings about someone or something, intuitive thoughts, hunches that you may brush off, or you may even internalize them as overthinking. These hunches, they don't feel good, but they aren't far-fetched either. With the last 2 cards being forgive and slow down, these are telling me you may be avoiding confrontation, be too agreeable and willing to let it go, and will just essentially want to continue and just move on. But okay, sorry, I have bad eyes. Okay, you want to move on, but there'll be a wounded pace because you can feel like your intuition's telling you something's wrong. You can feel it. You truly may wish to see the best in someone or something and essentially are not listening to your gut, which can allow others to take advantage of you. As I continued to shuffle the deck, happiness flipped over, but was stuck between intrusive thoughts and inner awareness. Spirit was saying here, you feel anxiety and conflicted because you know something and you're not acting on it or speaking on it. This will lead to an unbalanced feeling eventually. It's hard to feel happy when you're not listening to your own senses. This is essentially walking in disharmony and choosing to. The wounded heart in reverse came out next, and on its own making a statement that you're in pain and hurting, but may not be willing to face it or deal with it. Let's see, what else? We had a lot of cards, y'all. Renewal and worn out, upright, overjoyed, resentments, joy, resentments, and love in reverse. You keep forgiving and making space for someone here, and the results are consistently tiring. You may be working towards a pattern of highs and lows, so any conflicts, disagreements, or times of solitude and space are likely to continue with the tired old renewal process. For those in a relationship, this can be the cycle of makeup and breakup, but with more drama between the makeup and breakup points. Recreating the same cycles rather than breaking off into a new pattern. Cough, cough, drop the baggage-ridden, disappointing lover, buddy, or temporary goal, and free up some space so you're less miserable. For those dealing with work situations, this could be akin to you coming close to quitting only to return to work the next Monday, just as tired and still dealing with the same BS, but not doing enough to make a real change in the cycle. Cough, cough, quit and find a new job, or start a business. You do care for someone here, and they've been truly important to you, so I understand it's not easy to have some conversations, but it looks like this is coming to a point where you need to at least have a chat with yourself and get clear about what... Okay, good. Get clear about what is happening and what you will allow to continue. You can't resent someone for not changing or learning to respect you more than they have, for example. But you can appreciate that your boundaries are working if you find those you wanted things to work out with are not respecting you or meeting you more fully in your job, business, plans, or relationship. If you are not being clear with your boundaries or expectations, then this is a good month to do it. Nothing changes if nothing changes. The longer you let old draining people and situations drag out and on for the longer, you're blocking your own path to happiness. Trust your gut and instincts this March and get the scissors ready. The more chances you give others to disappoint you, it's only clouding what good memories you have at this point. That was something else that came out to me. It's like it's easy to hold on when you have good memories, but you've gotten to this point with this person or situation where it's now you had an arsenal of good memories and just a few bad ones. But the more this cycle keeps going on of disappointment and nothing really changing, it's gonna get easier to cut the cord, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Okay, I had a lot of hashtags here too. Okay, hashtag relationships shaken up, speak your truth, stop repeating cycles, tell your truth, and let their actions decide the path. You're not here to beg. You should stop swallowing your spirit and pride to keep people who are not valuing you nearby. Remember this the next time you bite your lip because your spirit is screaming to speak up. I got these long hashtags. I don't know. I guess I should bullet point it. Okay. If people leave you after you give them boundaries and requirements, if they disregard them, just know your boundaries are working. Now you have to work too at reminding yourself why you have these boundaries and requirements. Don't let them play in your face. So yeah, that's the hard part. We now that we've learned about boundaries, I had just learned too in the last 10 years. Somebody asked me, don't you have boundaries? And I was like, whoa, that thought never occurred to me. Like, no, I didn't. I'm a free spirit. And yeah, it's great being a free spirit, but sometimes they do get caught up in them feels. Oh boy. Okay, but you cannot let people play in your face anymore. I guess my hands decided to start shuffling. They do that a lot, so we're gonna go with it. Okay, let's see. It said stop creativity and gloom. Okay, I'm hearing from these. Yeah, I was just saying that earlier to my son. Growth is not easy. You see these are flowers. It represents growth. Creativity is something in bloom. It could start with an idea or a plan into action. And yeah, this plan in action obviously is not something that you're you need to do it though. Though. Oh Lord. Yeah, so it's time. Get ready. Some of you are ready for this. Maybe you just need to hear this to give you that extra motivation and push and confidence. Or it said the confidence to know, this is for your best alignment. Spirit said that's why we do these, because they're the one that told me to start doing the horoscopes again. And they did say this, I think, a few weeks ago. Yeah, the purpose is we're trying to get everyone back into alignment. So these readings, they do look a little dark. Because I said to my guides, I was like, man, these sound like they're all like boo-hoo, forewarning of bad, like, emotional traumas. And Spirit said, well, that is how life is sometimes. Sometimes we do go through this, but they don't intend to keep having readings sound like this. They're trying to, I guess we're trying to gather up, our collective, the collective. And once everybody gets on the same page, I guess when you guys start seeing, these are on point, we need to take the advice that the cards give us, and the more y'all come along, and I work with it too, eventually we'll stop having these conflicting situations to look at to see how to get out of them or deal with them, and we should be able to start walking more in I'm hearing a flow, and I feel like balanced flow with walking less into bad situations. So we're trying to we're trying to realign ourselves right now, right? So if you're down with that plan, come back for the next month. Bye, Taurus. I'm sorry, I just saw I had 5 seconds left. So wrap it up. That's the Taurus horoscope for March 2026. And